Previous session, we have gone through the theory part of blue-green deployment. In this session, we shall deploy a new version of our D2D retail bank using blue-green deployment technique. See, in our Cloud Foundry, we have only one applications, and let's look into this. If we go to the new account and try it out, give the customer name and it will execute, and let's take this one and directly execute it browser. So if we get it, it is telling hello Amit, welcome. So let's say in the new version we need to do some cosmetic changes on that, and we would like to make this text as a green and bold. We shall make those changes in our code and we shall deploy the new version with blue-green deployment tag. And here we can see this controller in the new version, we have added some HTML tag in our response. And let's build this application once and run to check this one in the local. This is available in the blue-green version 2 branch of the code base. So application is started, and let's look this one in the local host. It should be version 2 because here we changed it to version 2. Now you see this one, it changed, color is green, and we just make this one bold, so a little bit fancy. Now it is working perfectly in local, and we need to deploy the new version in Cloud Foundry. For that, in the manifest, we make some changes, added a route, temporary route, and change the application name. Say the new application is the version 2. Since it's a manifestation, you can directly push it also. So we push the new application. It will take some time. So the new application is pushed into Cloud Foundry. Let's look into the browser, and here if you see in the dev space, we have two applications now. First version is bind to the original route, and so let's go here. Let's go server also. And the second version is bind to a temporary route. So let's do it here also. And copy the URL from here. Should make this thing simple instead of typing it again. Change it to V2. Now, if we execute this one, see, this is the new version. Hi Amit, it's welcome. And if you see this other URL, it is the first version. So at this stage in production, we have two environments, our first version as well as our new version. So both the applications are there in production. Basically at this stage, the testing team and very few selected end user may access the new applications to check whether it is working perfectly or not. And if you see this route, we should have two routes. This is first one is our original route, and second one is the temporary route. And once user gets confidence or testing team approve that this is what new version is working fine, then we shall move to the next stage. In the next stage, we shall bind the original route with the version 2 also. So let's do it. It is CF map route followed by the application name. So it is D2D Retail Bank version 2 followed by the domain name. This is our domain name and followed by the host name. So host you can give -n and host is D2D. So let's give D2D and press enter and it will bind the original route with the version 2. Now if you see CF routes, we will see that original route is bind to 2 applications. And you can see it binds with the new version as well as with the old version. Now let's go here and if you see our new version, we will find 2 routes here. Now if we see this temporary route is still working because the new version is still bind with the temporary route also. It is bound to the original route as well as the temporary route. In this case, with original route, we can access both the version of the application. So if you can see in the temporary route, it is pointing to the new version, and if we see this original route, if it is version 1, it is showing the result from the previous version or version 1. So here if we see this, if it is version 1, it is showing the output of the first version, and if I change to version 2, it is showing the output from the new version. If you see, this is our original router, and from there we can access both the applications. So we are in the second stage where we bind the original router with our new application also. At this stage also, very few users will use the new version and most of the users will still continue to use the old version. Now, as we get more confidence on that, we shall unmap the original route from the old version. So let's do it. This is the stage 3. So unmap route followed by the application name, followed by domain name, and then the host name, D2D. So it will unmap the first version from the original route. Again, we look into CF routes. And you can see the original route as well as temporary route, both are bind to the new version. So at this point, our old version will no longer be accessible and both the route will be used to access our new version. But in any case you have some problem in the new version, we can easily go back to the old version by mapping the original route to the old version again. If you see old version, there is no route defined. And the new version, you will see we have 2 routes. So let's go here. You can see we are able to access the new version with the temporary route. We go here, and if you give the original route, we are able to access the new version. But if I change it to version 1, it is no longer be accessible. Now here you can see we have the 2 routes. And the old version has no route, but you can see the old version is still running. So at any point we can map it to the original route and we can roll back also. So this is the advantage of blue-green deployment. Now we shall get more confidence on the new version, and we no longer need the temporary route. So what we shall do, we shall unmap the temporary route from the new version. So again, use the same command, unmap route followed by the application name followed by the domain name, then the host name -n, and host name is temp. So it will unmap the temporary route from the new version. You see the CF routes. Now you can see only one route, that is original route is bind to the D2D, and temporary route is not bind with any of the application. Now we go here, and if you see this version 2 or new version, it is bind with the original route. We go and see the temporary route. It will not show any result. Yes, because this is no longer bind with any of the applications. Here, if you see V2, we shall get the new version. So this is how we did the blue-green deployment and released our new version in Cloud Foundry without any downtime. But if you observe, we need to execute multiple commands, and it is really not good if we need to do frequent release in production environments. So is there any better way to do it? Yes, there is a better way to do it, and we can do it in Cloud Foundry Blue-Green Deploy plugin. We shall look into this in our next session. Till then, goodbye and see you in the next session. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.